Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kyle, and if you guys are new to watching and you're interested in reselling items on Amazon and eBay and that sort of content, please hit that subscribe button down below. All the support is greatly appreciated. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that's very basic, but it is very important, so make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video. And today we're going to be talking about how to list an item on eBay. And like I said, if you guys are experienced sellers, you're probably thinking, why are you doing a video on this topic? And believe it or not, this is a very important topic, obviously. I did a very similar video on how I list on Amazon, and it's actually my most viewed, most commented, most liked video, most appreciated video, I think, out of all the videos that I've done. So I'm going to do one on eBay, and in addition to that, when I took some mail to the post office, the local FedEx, UPS print shop, a lady in there, I guess, saw that I had eBay tape on one of my boxes, and she says, I need to ask you some questions. So I answered a couple of questions, and then I went back about 2 weeks later, and she's like, hey, I really got to ask you some questions. And I answered some more questions, and then I said, you know what, I'll just do a video on this topic because for beginners, it's probably really confusing, and hopefully this video can help you guys. So one of the things that she told me is she actually is currently a reseller, but she only resells on, I think, Mercari, and maybe she said Poshmark also. And her reasoning was eBay is too confusing on how to list items, and I would totally agree with that. eBay is much more difficult to list an item on, and for a beginner, probably a lot scarier to list something on eBay than the other websites. I would think this is probably because eBay has a lot more preferences that once you get experience with, you'll actually like that more, but up front it can be more confusing. So for example, you can modify shipping, you can do auctions versus buy it now. Okay, some of the other platforms, they don't allow all of that, and when you put all that together, it can be super confusing. So I told her I'd make this video to help her out. So the first thing that I told her basically is you have to start listing items on eBay. And in my opinion, it's got to be the first place that it goes to. You guys, there is no argument that for used products, eBay is the #1 website to sell on. There is not an argument. And my justification for that was, if you go to the App Store, you guys can see that eBay has over 100 million downloads, right? 100 million. Okay, Poshmark and Mercari have 10 million plus each. You guys, that's 10 times more. Okay, 10 times more reach on eBay. And if you go even further and you go to like Depop or Grailed, whatnot, some of those other apps, they only have 5 million, 1 million. You know, sure, maybe there's a place for them, but if you're in this to actually sell items, used items, eBay is the #1 website for that. It needs to be listed on eBay first. Okay, now the #1 shopping website app is obviously Amazon with over 500 million downloads. Okay, this is off the Android store, so I don't know if that actually takes into account Apple Store or not. So Amazon is clearly the place where most people go to buy stuff, but you can't, the used market on Amazon is not the same as the used market on eBay. So if you're selling used items, eBay is the place for it to go. All right, enough of me talking. We're going to jump right into this, and the next thing that you guys are going to see is hopefully a split screen with a screen recording of my phone on one side and then the camera on the other side. And I'm going to talk you guys through basically me listing an item on eBay, tell you guys how I look it up, how I research it, why I listed it the way I did, and just give you some, basically some easy pointers to help you guys get going. All right, you guys, in this video, we're not going to get into what you guys should be buying. There's plenty of other videos for that out there. I have videos, other people have videos. All we're going to do is basically show you guys how to list an item. And here I have an item. This is a pair of Zelly crocodile loafers that I picked up at an estate sale. And the next thing you guys should see is my screen recording. Okay, you guys, the first thing that you're going to have at some point is photos of the product. And that's one of those preference things. That's going to be a preference on any platform that you're trying to use. Is how you take your photos, how many photos you use, this and that, okay? I'm not going over that today. If you guys would like to see a video on how I photo stuff, sure. But this is simply how to list something, like I've said. So once you have your photos, which I was sitting outside this morning drinking coffee, decided I was going to take pictures of shoes outside today while I was enjoying the nice weather. And then I decided to make a video at the same time. So I already have my photos of this shoe. And you guys, this is important for experts also, because maybe you see different ways to do things. You know, my mentor watched one of my videos, and he's been doing this for 25 years, and he's like, oh, I've never thought about doing it that way. So you guys can also see things, maybe you're not doing it the same way as I am. You know, what I do, you guys, is it's a Monday. I was out garage selling this weekend, estate sales, thrift stores. I have a bunch of items. So I set a goal in the morning. I'm going to list 20 things today. I photograph all 20 things back to back to back to back. You guys, I don't like taking pictures. That's the worst part. You know, everybody has a part to their job that they don't like. I don't like taking pictures of my stuff, but I have to do it. So I photographed 20 things this morning, and then I'll either go sit on the couch, turn on a podcast, you know, do something and make the actual listing. So I already have photographs of these shoes right here. I'm going to show you guys how I list, okay? I have my phone down here, so if I'm staring down, that is why. But you guys should see the screen recording and me talking you through it. Here we're on the eBay app, okay? We are going to search Zelly Crocodile shoes, right? Zelly Crocodile. And one thing I want to point out to you guys right here is, if you can see the third one down, that is actually my current listing. I've already listed these shoes, but I'm going to list them again so you guys can see. All right, so if you guys notice there, no white background. Again, everybody has their own preferences. Some people want a solid white background. Some people need 12 photos, this, that, and the other. This is part of that preference that I think scares people off on eBay. I don't necessarily go for the white background. If you guys see the fourth one there, he has a white background. Mine is in front of his. He also has free shipping. My is in front of his in the algorithm. And why is that? That is because I offer free returns. You guys can see there on my listing, it says free returns at the bottom. eBay pushes the free returns to the top. I'm not telling you that you have to do that, simply a suggestion. The only two that pop up above mine are both sponsored ads. So they have paid eBay an extra fee to push their listing to the top. Not a bad idea either. I'm not against it. But there's other things that you can do, like free returns, that also get you moved to the top. So you guys, enough of that. That was a little off topic, but we're going to get to that in the actual listing. Okay, once you guys have searched Zelly Crocodile, you can see these shoes. They listed for, you know, pretty expensive prices, right? But it doesn't matter what something is listed for, you guys. It matters what it sells for. So down here at the bottom, there's a filter button. You guys are going to filter for sold items. Okay, there's 39 solds. Okay, and mine are also in pre-owned condition. So I'm going to filter again, and I'm going to go to condition, and I'm going to go pre-owned. So now it's going to show me every single pre-owned pair that sold. So the search that I did, you guys, was a pretty generic search. If you want to be more accurate in your listings, Zelly Crocodile penny loafers size 8. All right, there is exact similar sold as mine. The only difference is those are black. I could also put brown in the search. Okay, so some black ones for me, size 8, sold for $91 on auction. There's no other Zellys in size 8 that sold, so maybe I'll take off the size 8 now to get a better idea of what this sells for. Again, we're going to filter sold. So 150, 300 new, 300 pre-owned. That's pretty high. 200 pre-owned. They took an offer at 225. If it has a line through it, you guys, it means they took an offer on it. Took an offer at 225. Okay, you guys, so what I'm doing when I do this right here is I'm getting an idea of what this item sells for. Okay, to me, it sells for around $150 to $250. So for me personally, I'm gonna probably list it at 200, right in the middle. Okay, so what you wanna do, click on a sold item. And then you guys can see right there it says sell one like this. So you're gonna wanna click sell one like this. That is going to auto-populate all the details for you that that person used. It gives you a title. It gives you the category and everything that they used, okay? So if you want to change your title, by all means. I don't ever put the full price in the title, okay? But Zelly, Brown, Genuine Crocodile, Alligator, whatever. They're crocodile, not alligator. There is a difference, but this guy left it maybe for search reasons. I'll leave that in there also. Penny loafers, shoes, men's size. We're going to change it to 8. And they say medium width. Okay, so I changed my title. Okay, the next thing that I'll do here is upload my photographs. So you guys see I already have my pictures. Everything is done on my phone. Alright, so photographs are uploading. While it's uploading those, I'm going to back out. So item specifics, this is where you have to put, eBay requires certain things that you put in like size, color, material, that sort of stuff. You should probably put that in there anyway. So the condition of mine are pre-owned, the brand is Zelly, the shoe size, size 8, remember? Color is brown, the style is it's a loafer. Material, Genuine Crocodile, the type is dress, men's department. You could add UK shoe size if you want, or AU shoe size. I don't usually mess with that, you guys, unless it is a European, a popular European shoe, which this one, you know, might actually be. They're made in Italy, so might be smart to do it on this one. But I'm not going to worry about it all the time, okay? eBay requires you to do the US size only. That's all I'm going to do. Shoe width here, this guy had a narrow. So men's regular width is actually a D. So I'm going to put D. You could add a theme if you want. You don't necessarily have to. The lining material, you want to put this stuff in. Leather, leather, model, penny loafer. Okay, slip-on, country of manufacture, Italy. Again, the guy down here has the width as a narrow. I'm going to take that off. You don't have to do that down there at the bottom. You know, the season, I'm not going to necessarily mess with that. The toe shape, I'm not going to mess with that. You guys, there's a lot of stuff on here that you don't have to input. Again, it's all preference. All right, some people are going to tell you you need to try to put as many as you can. I'm not going to argue with that. It might be better to do that. I don't necessarily do it all the time. I can guarantee you, you guys, these are going to sell for what I just did. Now, custom SKU at the bottom, I do have a SKU for these. Shoe rack, so for me, SR is shoe rack, and they were on 3B. So, that tells me where the item is. Since I'm a full-time seller, I have a lot of items listed. I have SKU labels for all of them just so I don't lose anything. So, we're going to back out. Now, we have... you guys can see the blue circle right here basically tells you how good a job you did on your item specifics. The more you input, the more full that circle is going to be. I almost have a half circle there. Almost. So anyway, we're going to come down. We're going to double check the category, even though it should be correct if you searched the right item. So my category says clothing, shoes and accessories, men's shoes, men's dress shoes. That's correct. That's what those are. If it's not, you could click on this and go out and find what it is that you're trying to sell. But if you've copied a similar sold listing, you should not need to do this as long as it was the same thing that you have, you guys. So I'm going to back out of that. We're going to come down to description. Again, this is preference, which is what people don't like, right? But the more experience you have, you know, the more you get used to this stuff. So what do I put? Pictures show exact condition. All right, you guys, that's all I put on a lot of stuff. I offer free returns, and I try to take good photos. Not necessarily good photos as in having a white background, but it's good pictures of the shoes, okay? If you have an item that has a rip in it or a tear, you need to put that in the description. If it's clothing, I would put the measurements, or I would at least say measurements are in pictures, right? Because my phone remembers, because that's what I put. I take pictures with the measurements in it. The more you guys put, possibly the better. But I also know that you don't need to put too much, because it's, you guys, I've been doing this for so long. Nobody reads the description, okay? Because you'll get questions and you will already have that answer in the description. But you need to put it there in case you get in some trouble with eBay or something. So pictures show exact condition. I'm going to back out of that. Again, I'm not telling you guys what to put. I'm telling you what I put. You can put whatever you want. I'm all for it. Okay, now we get to pricing. Again, this is a part of the preference that people don't like, but this is one of the benefits to eBay also. Some of the other websites don't do auctions. For me personally, I do not do auctions. 99% of my sales, fixed price listing, buy it now. So you're going to click the blue button to turn off auction. All right, it'll then populate down, buy it now. It'll show you the trending price, but it's not always correct. So you've done your research. We were going to list these at $200, so $199.99. Done. Now, if you guys wanted to allow offers, or if you had 2 or 3 pairs of these shoes, you could click more options. You could turn on offers, allow offers, or you could put quantity 4, 5, 6, 7. I personally don't allow offers. Again, do what you want. If you want somebody to be able to say, hey, $100 for them? Yeah, sure, I'll take $100. I only paid $8 for them, right? For me, I don't do that, because there was a time and point in eBay when you could send people offers and then not pay for it. Okay, and that still actually is a thing. That's the primary reason I don't allow offers. If eBay 100% fixed that issue, I would allow offers. For the time being, it is an issue. I don't allow offers. So I'm going to list it at $200. Buy it now, no offers. Now, shipping. Again, you guys, this is preference. Again, people don't like preference. When you go on Poshmark, you don't have any preference. You have preference on price. It's priority shipping, no matter what. Okay? An expensive item like this, I would suggest that you ship it priority. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. Okay? You can offer free shipping if you want. I don't offer free shipping on everything. I do on some things, not on everything. On this specific thing, I would not offer free shipping on, because I think that it's an item that'll get bought with shipping. So that's a pretty accurate weight. 3 pounds. Now the box is not actually going to change anything, but the box that I'm going to use is a 14885. It's the shoe box from USPS that you could get for free online. It's a priority box. It's not going to change the price at all. Okay. Click on priority shipping if you want to change it. Notice mine has priority clicked. You could go UPS or ground. With FedEx, you could go parcel select. You guys, I ship a lot of stuff parcel select. I would say 75% of my items are parcel select. Buyer pays the shipping, and I don't have any issues. Okay? Again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. So I'm going to leave that the same. You could also click on buyer pays shipping costs. This is where you would offer free shipping. Okay, if you wanted to offer free shipping, you just click that. If you want to offer a flat rate of $12.50, you could offer that. Now remember, eBay takes a portion of your shipping in a final value fee also. So you want to add a little extra onto what it's actually going to cost. Okay, for me, I'm going to do calculated shipping. I do not add any handling cost. I think that's a little over the top. I personally ship international only with Global Shipping Program. And if you guys don't know anything about the GSP, I suggest you find a video on that and watch it. If you're not shipping stuff international, GSP, you're just losing out on money. That's all I'm going to say on that. It requires no extra effort out of you at all. Now the last thing down here at the bottom, preferences. Okay, you guys, payment methods. Payments managed by eBay. I believe this is the only option now. There used to be a time where you could do PayPal. I don't think you can do that anymore. Handling time. Whatever you want to put, you guys. I do 1 day. All right, I ship every single day at night. It's not a big deal to me. If you guys want to ship every 3 days, go for it. Your location, it's just going to ask you for your zip code. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now your return policy. Again, allow returns. You have 30-day returns. I offer free returns. That means the seller pays return shipping. Refund type is money back. Okay, you could change this to buyer pays return shipping. And you can actually up it to 60 days, or you can click this blue button and turn off and allow no returns. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if a buyer knows what they're doing, they will get the return to happen on eBay. 100% guaranteed. If they are an experienced eBayer and they know what they're doing, they can get eBay to approve the return. So my suggestion is you go ahead and offer some sort of return policy. All right, free returns or buyer pays. It doesn't really matter. I showed you guys an example of how free returns boosts your search into the algorithm. There's also a bunch of other benefits to free returns. I'm not going to get into that. I could do a whole different video on that. I personally offer free returns. Okay. Now for me, the reason that I did buy it now is because I want the person to have to pay for it as soon as they check out. So I click this checkbox that says require immediate payment. So when they choose to buy it, they have to pay me right then. They can't check out and wait the 3 days or 4 days, whatever eBay gives them. All right, I don't like that. We need our money, that way we can reinvest it into our business. Okay guys, once you've checked all of this, you go back up, the pictures were all uploaded good, they're all straight and vertical. You're just going to look at it one more time. You got your price correct, you got your shipping, your details look good. You guys would come down here and you just hit list your item. Right, once it, sometimes eBay can be a little slow. Successful, there it is. You've listed your item. All right, y'all, hopefully that was a helpful video. I know there's probably a lot going on in that video. If you guys need to watch it again, comment down below questions and I will definitely answer them. After doing this for 7 years, I'm sure I possibly could have missed something. All right, it's pretty simple and I rush through these things very quickly now. You guys, you don't need any fancy cameras or you know, any crazy stuff. What you need is a phone and items, right? You can do all of this on your phone and your items. As always, I appreciate you guys watching and I will see y'all next time.